comes by hearing. The entrance of faith is by hearing. That's the entrance. Faith entrance is hearing. That's why be careful with what you hear. Be careful with what you hear, because there are many voices. Many voices. Faith comes by hearing, so does fear. Fear comes also by hearing. Be careful with what you hear. And the world we live in is so toxic that everything you hear is bad. Most of the things you hear on the news are bad. That's why the gospel is called the good news. God, with all diligence, for out of it are what the issues of life. Because faith's ground, the ground of faith, where faith resides, is in the heart. It's in the heart. That's where faith resides. The heart. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. The ground where faith resides is the heart. Whatever you hear comes into your system and resides in your heart. And resides in your heart. Guard your heart with all diligence. Out of it are the issues of life. How do you guard your heart? How do you keep your heart? He said, my son, attend unto my word by taking heed unto it. Be careful to take heed. Now, you guard your heart by thinking on the things of the word of the Lord. By thinking on the things of the kingdom. That's why it says, be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. Be conscious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. Anxiety stems from what you think of. Worry stems from what you think of. And it's mostly on the things that are not of the word of the Lord. You cannot be anxious of God's word. You cannot be worrisome on God's word. Anxiety stems from out of the word of the Lord. Whatever things are honest, whatever things be of good report, whatever things be of any virtue, if there be any virtue in these things, think on them. That's how you guard your heart. By thinking on the word of the Lord. By meditating on the word of the Lord. That's how you preserve your heart. That's how you guard your heart. That's how you preserve your heart. Think on these things.